Welcome back to Health and Home Report. I'm Laura DeAngelis. The blooming flowers and budding trees aren't the only things keeping many Americans from breathing easy right now. Asthma-induced allergens from cockroaches is a serious health issue all year long. Dr. Gretchen Phillips is a family physician with Fairview Health Systems in Minneapolis. She joins us now with some important information. Hello, doctor. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Laura. It's great to be here.
Well, first of all, doctor, I know May is Allergy and Asthma Awareness Month, but tell us why you've teamed up with Combat to raise awareness about cockroach allergens.
You know, Laura, allergies and asthma are very interesting because there's a whole cascade of chemical reactions that go along with an asthma attack or allergy symptoms. And for a long time, we've focused on dust mites and pollen, sometimes dogs or cats. And since the 1970s, there's been a lot of research also into how cockroaches affect allergies and asthma. And the results have been astounding. It turns out that as many as 2/3 of allergy and asthma sufferers are allergic to either the cockroach feces or the skin that they shed or even the dead cockroaches that are around the house. So Combat is getting involved in the prevention aspect of allergy symptoms and asthma attacks, which is why I also got involved, because as a family physician, prevention is, I think, key.
Well, what exactly are cockroach allergens and how are they spread?
Cockroaches usually live in the dark, moist corners of our homes. They're in a lot of urban areas and also in humid areas. It's thought that between 80 to 95% of urban areas have some level of cockroaches. And usually if you see one in your home, you may have thousands. So where the cockroaches live, they walk, they shed skin much the same way that humans do, and they have waste. That gets kicked up into the air as we move around, and then we breathe these things, and that causes that cascade of chemical reactions we were just talking about that lead to the allergy symptoms like wheezing and coughing and sneezing and itchy eyes and those sorts of things.
So how big of a problem are we talking about here?
This is huge. In urban areas and also in the south and warm areas, it's thought that almost 2/3 of households may have roaches, and 2/3 of those people may be significantly allergic to cockroaches. So we're talking about a lot of people.
Doctor, why should all of us be so concerned about this as a serious health issue?
It's a serious health issue from the aspect of sort of a burden, and also with asthma, it's a very serious health issue. From the burden aspect, where I come in as a family physician is I get frustrated sometimes because people will say, well, doctor, I don't like taking medicines. And then I don't want to prescribe medicines because people don't like taking them and they have side effects. If we can prevent those symptoms in the first place by getting the dust mites and the cockroaches or the cat out of the bedroom, those sorts of things, then you don't need medications in the first place. On the other hand, with asthma, asthma is still a deadly disease, even in the new millennium. And when people have asthma attacks, if they're severe, sometimes there's not much that doctors can do, and people are still dying. So if we can prevent these symptoms and these attacks in the first place, then we're way ahead of the ball game, and not only can we live a more comfortable life, but also a more safe life.
Okay, doctor, tell us, what can we do to protect ourselves?
Avoid the allergens in the first place. The dust mites and the pollen that cause the allergy attacks, avoid them as much as possible. Keep your windows closed, keep the dogs and cats out of the bedrooms. With the cockroaches, getting rid of the cockroaches is really the key. Seal cracks and crevices in your home, keep food tightly stored, avoid clutter like piles of paper and clothing, and use Combat roach baits and gels that not only will kill the roaches, but will destroy the whole nest.
Well, that's some great information, doctor. Thank you so much for making time for us today.
Thank you, Laura. Have a great day.
For more information, visit hhrtv.com/roaches.